Hi friends, welcome back to Hang On Studies. Today we are going to start with our second chapter of class 11th economics, money. What are the things which come in your mind after listening the word money? So for sure, it may be being a commerce child, they must be coming where to invest, how to save, and what are the good financial instruments. So that's what comes in the mind of commerce child. So let us go thoroughly through this chapter, money. So let's start with its introduction. Man is an intellectual animal. The invention of money is one of the important and fundamental inventions out of various inventions in the world. According to Crowther, who is Crowther? He remember the name Crowther. We'll understand who is he, what are his contribution towards the economics further. According to Crowther, there is a basic invention in each branch of knowledge. Invention of fire in science, invention of wheels in mechanical science. The concept of money is an important concept which has brought about a revolutionary change in economic life of human beings. Various goods and services are bought and sold with the help of money. To satisfy human wants, modern economy is dependent for surely on money. Money which is in circulation today was created to reduce difficulties in the barter system. Now question arises कि if like in here they have told that money which is today in circulation was created because of some difficulties in barter system. uh, if it was created because of some difficulties in barter system, so might be it is having some good things or better things than barter system. So what were the better things than something? To know that we should know something which is having better qualities than something. So pretty confusing, yeah. So basically we should understand what is the barter system to understand money this concept more thoroughly. So what was barter system? It refers to exchange of goods for goods, commodity to commodity. Basically मेरे पास चावल है, आपके पास दूध है. You need rice, I need milk, so exchange it. All the simple practice which used to happen ancient time, I can say. Okay. So now it was money came into existence because of some difficulties in barter system. What were the difficulties? Problem of double coincidence, lack of common measure of value, difficulties in storage of goods, indivisibility of certain goods, and problem of making deferred payments. So let us understand what was the problem of double coincidence. Like for example, there was a person named Sham, and one was a person, and second was Sham. So if Ram wants to sell something to Sham, so the there like if Ram is having some bag of wheat and Sham is having a bag of rice, so there should be something like if Ram wants rice and Sham wants dal instead of rice. So how could the exchange to take place? Although they are having commodity, but how could they exchange? How could they fulfill their needs? So that was one of the major problem of barter system. Then lack of common measure of value. Now common measure of value, like while exchanging goods for goods, there was one standard unit to like of account to determine value of commodity. Like for example, today we know what is the 2 kilograms of rice, what is 5 kg of sugar, we know because we have machine to count it. But and in the like in prior times, how could they count? Like if someone wants to exchange goat in exchange of rice or wheat, so how could they exchange? How could they weigh? Like if they would weigh goat, so it may differ for sure because being a living thing. Then difficulties in storage of goods. It is necessary to store goods for future consumption. Sometimes due to perishable nature of some goods, it is difficult to store them for future. Perishable commodities like milk, eggs, fish, vegetable, etc. were difficult to store. Difficulties were also experienced due to lack of space required to store heavy and bulky goods. Now today we can store money in bank. Is it taking some space? Might be for bank, but for us, no. Today, we are having gold. Its worth is too high, but space is very low. But it was opposite over there. Worth was low and storage space was more. And for storing it, there are many difficulties due to there are some like few are perishable in nature. कोई भी चीज़ हो कुछ सालों बाद खराब होती है, like when it is perishable. Taking an example of bag of wheat, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. More than that, if some like any living organism or small microorganism have taken birth in it, so it will go totally ripen, है ना? So it will be none of our use. So difficulty was of storage too, how to store the goods, indivisibility of certain goods, like how can we store the goods like goat. If someone wants to take uh, one goat, and he is having one rice bag, and if someone is having one goat and wants only half rice bag, so will he say, I'll give you half goat? It is not possible, because after cutting it, it will have no value. So that was also a problem. Then problem of making deferred payments. Yeah, payments to be made in future are known as deferred payments. So loan was, like, today loan is taken in the form of money, but how can be loan taken in the form of commodities? Like, few are perishable. If someone takes the loan of milk, I'll take today 10-liter milk and return it to you 12-liter milk, how will milk sustain? How will it is not durable as such. Okay, that's all. Then, so here comes the word. Professor Kroda. So he gave very first definition of money. Money is anything that is generally acceptable as a means of exchange, and at the same time acts as a measure and a store of value. So now, basically, he says all about, he contradicts the difficulties of barter system in his definition. Like, what was the first problem in barter system? डबल कोइंसिडेंस. लाइक एक्सेप्टेंस होना चाहिए दो लोगों के बीच में कि मुझे ये चाहिए, तू ये ले ले, तुझे ये चाहिए, मैं ये दे देता हूँ. सो जनरल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी चाहिए. सो व्हाट क्रॉदर से, मनी शुड हैव जनरल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी as a means of exchange while exchanging. Okay, then at the same time it should act as a measure and store of value. Money can be stored. Today we are saving much money in banks. Like, very few people are keeping cash at home, so it is taking less space as well. So it should act as store of value. So this was the definition of Crowther, contradicting the difficulties of barter system. So if you understand the difficulties in barter system, so you can easily bring out the definition of Crowther, Professor Crowther. And if you understand and learn the definition of Professor Crowther, you can easily bring out the difficulties in barter system for sure. Then what was the second definition? It was given by Professor Walker. He simply says money is what money does. जो मनी कर रहा है वो मनी है. मनी क्या कर रहा है? It is facilitating us exchange between commodities. Give money, take commodity. Give commodity, take money. As simple as that. It is acting as an medium of exchange, and it is providing us the source of deferred payments as well. Then here comes the evolution of money. Money has said to be evolved, not to be invented. So how has it invented? It is invented, like, money has came into existence by evolution, not by revolution. With passage of time, commodities which were used as money have changed depending upon the need and, for a sure, development of civilization. Money used in modern times is a result of many evolutionary changes that took place over a long period of time. For example, first people used to exchange goods in exchange of animals. Today, not today, after that it evolved as commodity to commodity. Then metallic money came into existence. Now, why this all came? Metallic money, metallic coin, paper money, credit money. You can see this pyramid, not exact, but so why all such money came into existence, although prior one was there for the means of exchange? The reason was animal money. Due to their indivisible nature, indivisibility was also a problem, which led to the evolution of money. Then commodity money. What was the problem in it? It was like, how could they store it for more time? That's why metallic money came into existence. Now, what was the problem in metallic money? Scarcity of precious metals like gold and silver was used over here. Gold and silver, so for sure they're precious metals. So due to that, then metallic coins came into existence. Now, what were metallic coins? They are used now also, but what was the difference? Like, first there were full bodied coins, which used to have face value which is equal to intrinsic value. Like, intrinsic value is the cost of making that particular coin is known as its intrinsic value, and face value is the value which is written. For example, of 2000 note, 2000 rupees note. So is 2000 the manufacturing cost of that note? No, for sure. What is the cost? Maybe 1 rupee, 2 rupee, but face value is 2000. So that is the token coin. It should be, no, that comes in paper money. Just give you example to understand what is intrinsic value. For token coins, like 10 rupees coin, is its manufacturing cost rupees 10? No, might be 2 rupees, 3 rupees, but face value is 10 rupees. Okay, so that is token coin. Okay, and the coins of gold and silver, their value is also same, and the in value which we buy it, that is also same. They are full bodied coins. Okay. Then transportability, portability was the problem in metallic coins. So then paper money came into existence. Now what was the problem in paper money again? Same, storage. How, like storage भी नहीं, like portability too, like कहाँ कहाँ carry करेंगे, like for comfort. It came into, like, then bank money came into existence. It came into existence not because of any problem. It was because of providing like some sort of comfort. Paper money is still used, metallic coins like of token coins are still used, but to provide comfort, bank money, plastic money, electronic money came into existence. Then bank money, what does it refer to? Like the deposits which we do, savings which we do in banks, the credit instruments which we can use today, like storing some money in banks as a part of savings account or current account, and providing someone check DD being a credit instrument. You need not to carry some amount like 50,000, 1 lakh to give someone. You can directly issue him a check. He'll deposit that check into his bank account. So directly the money from your account will go to another's account. Okay. Then again, now people say we don't even want to go to banks, huge lines. So then ATM was like ATM, like plastic money, ATM card, debit card, then payback cards, credit cards came into existence, wherein you could swipe the card, pay the bills. You could swipe the card, take the cash. You could swipe the card, pay in the cash, deposit the cash, withdraw the cash. Okay. Then came electronic money. We don't even want to go to ATMs. We don't even want to swipe our cards over any particular mall. Simply just UPI, banking, net banking, etc. So then electronic money came into existence. You could access it through your mobile phone, etc. Digital wallets came into existence. Now अब for sure, अब आप सोच रहे होंगे इतने सारे टाइप्स के मनी आर टुडे इन यूज, लाइक पेपर मनी है, मेटेलिक कॉइन्स है, देन बैंक मनी है, प्लास्टिक मनी है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मनी है. So how could we differentiate in them? For sure you can. Legal tender money and non-legal tender money. So legal tender money is all coins and currency notes are legal tender money. The reason is you can issue payments through anything. But the reason is legal tender money, no one can say you no to accept that. But for non-legal, like if you are issuing someone check, he can say no, he doesn't have the bank account, so you cannot force him. But if someone is telling you no for like currency of Indian currency rupee in India, so it's illegal under the act of RBI. So that is the major difference in legal tender money and non-legal tender money. You can read this paragraph once thoroughly. अब now you'll tell, यार इतनी देर से मनी 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 लगा के रखा है, ऐसा क्या है मनी? What are the qualities in money? So qualities are generally acceptable, divisible, durable, cognizable, portable, homogeneous and stable. अब मैंने इतने सारे नाम बोल दिए, कुछ समझ गए और कुछ बाउंसर चले गए. ये कॉग्निजेबल क्या है, होमोजेनिटी क्या है, स्टेबिलिटी क्या है? डोंट वरी, आई विल टेल यू. General acceptability is like you can exchange it anywhere, everyone will accept. Divisibility is divisibility is it is अवेलेबल इन मेनी डिनोमिनेशंस. 2000 की नोट है तो 10 रुपए की भी नोट है, 500 के नोट है तो 10 रुपए का 5 रुपए का कॉइन भी है. सो देर आर मेनी डिनोमिनेशंस. इट्स नॉट दैट कि इफ यू वांट टू बाय 1 रुपीज चॉकलेट so you have to give rupees 100 not only, you can give 1 rupee coin too. So divisible. Durable, money should be like if you are storing it, it should be durable. It should not, what was the problem? Due to perishable nature of some commodities, they were not like they are not possible to follow, like not possible to store them, simply not possible to store them, due to which the evolution takes place as per the different civilizations, and finally money came into existence. Paper money, plastic money, metallic coins, electronic money, etc. Maybe due to more civilized evolved money we will find in future. Then it comes towards cognizability. What is cognizability? Money must be easily recognized. Like कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए, दूर से भी देखो तो पता चलना चाहिए कि 10 रुपए की ही नोट है, 100 रुपए की ही नोट है. कंफ्यूजन हुआ तो अलग अलग प्रकार की नोट रही तो जैसे जेम्स आती है अलग अलग कलर की, वैसे नहीं चलेगा. बिकॉज if for like being in Maharashtra, if I'm giving you 10 rupees note, so you should understand it in Rajasthan too. Okay, so that is cognizability. Portability, it should be easy to carry from one place to another. If you take goat from one person in exchange of the bag of wheat or rice which you have harvested from your own farm, So will you carry that goat everywhere wherever you go for exchanging? For sure no. That's why there like money, the evolution of money took place due to some problems and solutions to it as per the different and modern civilized people became or society became. So portability, like you can carry money anywhere in more denomination, small denomination, or also today to your phone is your money, electronic money, digital wallets. Then homogeneity, money of a particular denomination must be homogeneous or identical in its features. 10 रुपए की नोट सब जगह सेम ही रहनी चाहिए, लाइक एक डिनोमिनेशन का मनी सब जगह सेम ही होना चाहिए। 2000 की नोट सब जगह सेम ही होनी चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं कि औरंगाबाद में एक है, पुणे में एक है, जैसलमेर में एक है, जयपुर में एक है, दिल्ली में एक है, ऐसा नहीं। इट शुड बी होमोजेनस, इट शुड हैव सेम क्वालिटीज एंड एनीवन शुड बी एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज इट due to its identical features. Then stability, money should be stable in its monetary value. Now for example, if someone knows about investments, so they are more volatile in share market, like the value may go up, may go suddenly down. So here you are insecure for sure. For taking returns it's different thing, but you are insecure, you want something to be secured. So money provides you stable, not exactly stable, but more stable as compared to other credit instruments or financial instruments. That's why money took evolved this much. Then अब क्वालिटीज क्या थी पता चल गई हमें, मनी की खासियत क्या है। पर मनी करता क्या है, खासियत तो है। विराट कोहली अच्छा बैट्समैन तो है, पर करता क्या है? प्रमोशन नहीं है कोई, आई एम नॉट विराट कोहली फैन और एनीथिंग, जस्ट टेलिंग यू एग्जांपल. If someone says you Virat Kohli is good batsman, MRF is his sponsor, but what will you ask? What is his performance? वो क्या क्या करता है? He is captain, he is batsman, he is opener, middle batsman. What is he actually? So same will ask about money. अब मनी के बारे में इतना पढ़ा है तो मनी का काम क्या है, फंक्शन क्या है? So we'll learn it like for primary function, secondary and contingent. So what is primary? Medium of exchange. It facilitates us the smoother medium of exchange. Give money, take commodity. Give commodity, take money. As simple as that. Then measure of value or unit of account. Like if you go in Japan, so what is the currency? Yen. And you come in India, it's rupee. So they have their own unit of account. Like they are having their own wealth, their own money in their own type of unit. And you can easily like change it, and easily it is available to everyone. Okay. Then uh, like what we learned in macroeconomics, it was taking aggregates. So every country would take aggregates in their unit of account, but maybe converted, many they are converted into dollars to get a particular aggregate of all countries. There we were talking about aggregate of India, but to get aggregate of all countries, whole world, the one single unit of account is required, which is now dollars. But countries have their own unit of accounts too. Like in India it is rupee, in US it's dollar, in Japan it's yen, in UK it's pound. So it's different everywhere, but all assets and liabilities which are stated in the terms of money are in the same unit of account which are in that country. अगर इंडिया में किसी के कोई liabilities या assets है तो it would be in the denomination or unit of rupees only. Okay. Then secondary function, standard of deferred payments. What's deferred payments? I told you, the payments to be made in future, basically type of loan. Type नहीं, loan ही होता है. Then like for example, like if someone is having more ambitions and having less money, so he could take loan. Yeah. And if he is taking loan, he has to repay it for sure. So what is it? Future payment of money. Taking money now and giving him future payment, type of loan with some interest, that's another part. But taking money and giving it in future is known as standard of deferred payments. And who is standard over here? We learn deferred payments. Standard कौन खड़ा कर रहा है यहाँ पर? Money, which is now the modern evolved money. Now store of value. So what is store of value? Money acts as a store of value. Money not only satisfies wants in the present but also makes provision for satisfaction in future. And this is possible because of savings. Remember, I told you in my prior video of basic concepts in economics, the very first chapter of your class 11th economics, the line which I told you to comment whose line it is. So it was the line of J.M. Keynes. He said money is link between the present and future. Okay. Then transfer of value. What is the transfer of value? Money enables us to transfer value from one person to another, from one place to another. So what do you understand by it? For example, we seen like ownership can be tangible or it can be sole ownership. Like if you buy something, you take something, and if it's tangible, you gain some ownership rights. So when we talk about ownership rights, the play we take ownership rights over where? For shop, for building, for house, for agricultural land, etc., plot, etc. Okay. So how could you do, like, today you have sold the land, but how you sell land and buy somewhere else? Who was the middleman in it? It was money. You sold your land, land बेची, पैसा मिला, लैंड खरीदी, पैसा दिया. मिडलमैन कौन था? मनी. अगर मनी नहीं होता तो आप क्या लैंड लेके घूमते? फॉर श्योर प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. या फिर आप उसकी लैंड देखने जाते, वो आपकी लैंड देखने आता, देन दोनों को पसंद आती, देन एक्सचेंज करते एज अ बार्टर सिस्टम. Practically now it's not possible. So here we understand the value of money, why the money has evolved so much in so many stages. Okay. Now we'll see contingent functions. Like it's totally based on like measurement of national income, like then estimate of macroeconomics. Then these two terms I'll tell you first. Basis of credit and imparts liquidity to wealth. Basis of credit means what? Like commercial banks gets credit money. Okay. Like we deposit our prime, like we deposit our excess money, like savings we do in bank. What do the bank do it? Bank provides it to other customers who need loans. They gain interest over it. They give us some interest on it, on our savings, and the money, like for example, like they are charging 12% interest on loan, they are giving us 8% on our FDs or savings account. So where does the 4% go? It goes in the maintenance of bank, the salaries to bank person. So bank is creating very good base of credit. We are also enjoying the rights, they are also enjoying the rights, and the intermediary is bank, who is also providing, creating jobs. That's the power of money, that's the power of economy. So here one more thing which I would like to add in qualities of money. It is also leading slowly sorry, in financial sector and creating the jobs. Today job scarcity is more because of high population. So here it's doing the work of providing jobs too. Then imparts liquidity to wealth. The most liquid asset is said to be money. The reason is you can give money, take anything, you can give anything and take money. But if you have share of for example TCS, so you can tell shopkeeper, take my shares of TCS, give me 1 kg sugar. Sorry, इतने सस्ते नहीं है TCS के शेयर. Like take my some TCS shares and give me, let it be यार जो भी है, if you want to exchange you can't give share and take it. Money is most liquid asset. Now I will come towards the first and the fourth one. Estimations are in microeconomics are possible due to money. I told you unit of account. Every economic country, like every country, has to give its own terms into money. The reason is nothing else than providing them or allowing them to grade the countries. Okay. So like for gross national product, for savings, for total investments, this all can be estimated easily in the terms of money. And also it facilitates government to understand the tax collection and preparation of further budget for the development of country. Now what was national income? It is distribution, like national income पहले तो money के term में बोला है उन्होंने. Then distribution of national income among the four factors of production is in terms of money, rewards, monetary rewards, okay, rent, wages and interest and profits. They are saying simply national income is termed in money. So it is also a big function of money. Then coming towards your सबसे अच्छा टॉपिक का नाम सुनते ही कान, आंख, नाक सब एकदम जागृत, पांचों इंद्रिया जागृत. ब्लैक मनी. कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ब्लैक मनी. ब्लैक मनी क्या है? टुडे विल अंडरस्टैंड इट थ्रू इट्स कोर टू इट्स हाइट. तो ब्लैक मनी क्या है? आई विल टेल यू. ब्लैक मनी वो भी है जो आपने छुपा के रखा है. ब्लैक मनी वो भी है जो आपने 8 घंटा 10 घंटा काम करके, इज्जत से काम करके, मेहनत से काम करके कमाया है. Any money you earned, any sort of money you earned is termed as black money only and only if it is tax evaded. अगर उस पर आप टैक्स नहीं भरते तो वो नहीं ब्लैक मनी है. अब आप बोलेंगे टैक्स क्यों भरे, कमाया हमने. कंट्री बोलेगी ये कंट्री हमारी, तुम क्यों यहाँ रह रहे हो. कंट्री नीड्स मनी. बेसिकली डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री मोर needs money to provide you public facilities, public services. नाउ यू विल से अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो सोल्यूशन तो होगा ही, फॉर श्योर सोल्यूशन है। और हमने रिसेंटली देखा है जब मोदी जी चुनकर आए थे 500,000 के नोट बंद हो गए थे, कुछ के लिए टेंशन भी हो गया था और कुछ के लिए डजेंट मैटर। क्यों डजेंट मैटर? क्योंकि वो डिनोमिनेशन में उन्होंने नोट ज़्यादा संभाल के ही नहीं रखी थी, ऑल वर इन बैंक्स एंड द रीजन वॉज इट वॉज टोटली वाइट। क्योंकि अगर बैंक में रखा है तो गवर्नमेंट कैन सी इट एंड फॉर श्योर यू हैव टू पे टैक्स ऑन इट। ओके, सो देन अब चलो ये बंद तो कर दी, बट बीइंग एन कॉमर्स चाइल्ड वी शुड नो व्हाट इज इट एक्चुअली टर्म्ड इन। इट इज डिमोनेटाइजेशन. It is one of the greatest tools used by many countries to stop the black money, because black money is not only harmful for countries' development, but also black money leads to many illegal activities such as corruption, bribery, black marketing, warding, etc., and creates a very big obstacle in development of any country. It may be developing, it may be developed. अगर यूएस में ब्लैक मनी ज़्यादा बढ़ गया तो इट्स डेवलपमेंट, इट्स लाइक जो डेवलप्ड कंट्री है वो इट कैन बिकम मोर लाइक, जो डेवलपमेंट ग्रोथ है वो कम हो सकता है ड्यू टू ब्लैक मनी, बिकॉज मेनी इलीगल एक्टिविटीज टेक प्लेस बिकॉज ऑफ ब्लैक मनी. So that was all about black money, the functions of money, qualities of money. Now we'll understand some basic things like मनी चैप्टर में ज़रूरी क्या है. मनी चैप्टर में हमें ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें याद रखनी है जो हमें पेपर में पूछी जा सकती है. So it is like about barter system, then about the definitions तो easy है बहुत याद रखना. अगर barter system के definitions याद है तो फिर आपको प्रोफेसर क्रॉदर की definition याद रहेगी, और अगर उनकी याद है तो फॉर श्योर प्रोफेसर वॉकर की तो बहुत ईजी है. आज जैसे एटीट्यूड वाले बच्चे आंसर देते हैं वैसी ही डेफिनेशन. मनी क्या है? जो मनी करता है, सिंपल एज दैट. व्हाट इज मनी? मनी इज व्हाट मनी डज इज वाज द definition by Professor Walker. Then about some types of money, like you should know, at least you should be able to write one single line on each type of money. Then money has come through evolution, not through revolution, or not through any creation, or not through invention. It has come through evolution. This is the major point you should know. Then also about legal tender money, non-legal tender money, qualities and functions. So like if you understand what is money and you take it in your daily life, so it's really very simple to remember. Contingent functions done, and concept of black money was done exam smoothly. Okay, so no issues. Then exercise you can do it on your own, and if you have any doubts, so please comment me in the comment box. And if you like the video, you have any suggestions for me, so for sure comment it. If you have liked my video, so please give it a thumbs up. And also if you are new to my channel, so for sure subscribe my channel. So further we'll understand the next chapter, which is partition values. So till then, bye bye, see you.